Hi, welcome to the Space Station Flight Control Room, where we have Melanie Miller, who is the Robotics Officer, who's going to be overseeing the berthing of the Cygnus cargo craft tomorrow. Thanks so much for joining us, Melanie.
Thank you.
Well, so I guess the crew gets a lot of the glory with the arrival of a cargo vehicle, but y'all actually do a lot of the work here on the ground. Can you kind of go over the division of labor there and what your job is?
I'm a robotics officer, so I sit here in Ficker 1, and I do the setup for the crew. We do training for the crew before the operation, and then after they have done the capture, we go ahead and move Cygnus into an install configuration and get it set up for the crew to do the bolting to bolt it to station.
Okay, so why is it divided like that? Why not have the crew do all of it?
We try to do as much as we can from the ground so that the crew has time to do experiments and science. We want to maximize that as much as we can. So while we are doing the install tomorrow, the crew is going to be doing some preparation on Robonaut to give Robonaut some legs and refurb Robonaut.
That's exciting. So good use of their time.
That's right.
Well, they've been training on and off for this for days. Do y'all do something similar here on the ground? Do you have training to do as well?
Yes, we do. Actually, there's a long process to get certified to be a robotics flight controller. It takes, about a year to get certified to do the first position in our back room, and it takes about 3 to 5 years before you get certified to do the front room position. So there's a long training process, and that's generic training. And then we also have specific training where we do simulations with the rest of the team here. And we fly through the procedures in our simulators as well, both to make sure the procedures are good and also to refresh our memory of exactly what all the maneuvers are going to look like and what cameras provide the best views of what we're doing. So that's all part of prep.
How long have you been doing this job?
Wow. Since 2001. So
13
years.
You've probably done a few of these by now.
Yes, I have.
Does it get routine at all, or is it something new every time?
There is some routine to it, but when I first started in robotics, we were assembling space stations. So it has definitely evolved, the tasks that we've been doing. When we first started, we were taking modules out of shuttle and installing them. And now we are capturing visiting vehicles, which we didn't do too many captures during shuttle time frame. It docked on its own. The other big change is we're doing a lot more maintenance with SPDM robot that we have.
That's the Dexter robotic manipulator, I think, we use on the end of the robotic arm normally, right?
That's correct. So everything has evolved now that the station is assembly complete into different operations. And it is pretty different every week as far as what we're doing that week, whether we're changing out a failed RPCM or we're capturing a visiting vehicle or unloading new payloads. So it's always something different.
I guess you probably usually have something new to train for every week then. Is there much left to do for you now before the Cygnus arrives?
I personally am about finished. I have one task to do before I can leave today, and then I come in at about 2 a.m. to get ready for capture. But there is a shift overnight at the RoboConsole, and they have quite a bit of work to do. We have a to-do list for them. They are going to be surveying the port that we're going to stick Cygnus to make sure there's no debris there. And then they're going to maneuver the arm to a hover position. That hover position should be aligned to Cygnus when it arrives. We've pre-designed that so the crew should be able to just fly right in and capture.
I think we're seeing some animation of that now.
And the other thing that they're doing is they're setting everything up for the crew so that, like I said, we want the crew to have the most time to do science. So we're going to go ahead and set up all the video for them, the cameras, and do all the prep to have the workstation set up so that all they have to do is come on and do a few steps to make sure they like what they see, and then they can be ready for capture.
Okay, sounds like a lot goes into the actual capture. Can you tell me, is it fun? What does it feel like to fly a robot in space, basically?
When we're actually flying the robot, we're pretty focused, just like you would be if you were flying a plane or driving a car, to make sure we're doing everything right and we're responding correctly to everything we're seeing. So it can be kind of intense from that perspective. It's more after you're done with accomplishing something that you can kind of celebrate and think, wow, I flew a robot in space and accomplished that mission. So.
Very cool. Is there anything you can compare it to for the people here on the ground? Is it similar to a video game, or is it something completely different?
It's a little bit like a video game, but I would describe it more like driving a car in close proximity to other things where you're using your mirrors. In our case, we have cameras. So it would be like driving a car with a bunch of cameras and trying to figure out how to parallel park it or park it into a garage full of other items so that you don't hit anything. So that's the most similar event on the ground, I think.
Fair enough. I guess it doesn't actually end at the berthing for you, though. Y'all have steps and work to do after that takes place as well, right?
Yes, after we're done installing Cygnus, we'll go ahead and we have a power down sequence we do to put the arm in a safe configuration, make sure that it's safe from a thermal perspective. And then we'll wait till the crew has got some jumpers connected to Cygnus so we can power Cygnus through station. And then we'll turn off the power that the arm is providing to Cygnus.
Okay. Well, good luck. We appreciate you coming and telling us all about this, and we'll definitely be watching tomorrow at the berthing and the capture as well. So we'll hope that everything goes as planned.
We hope so too.
Thanks again. This was Melanie Miller, the robotics officer, who's going to be overseeing the arrival of the Cygnus tomorrow.